to the 3rd to 5th graders online Back to School Boot Camp 2020 with Julia Hampton Morgan Memorial Library.
Hello, my name is LaRuth Martin, and I'm the Computer Lab Manager at the Julia Hampton Morgan Memorial Library. My assistant, Shin Young, and I will be discussing databases. What is a database? It is a collection of information that is organized so that it can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. So let's go into the library's website and take a look at a few database groups. You will need to type in www.mccpl.lib.al.us. Once logging in, we'll need to go to the section that says Research Learning and Database A through Z. The first group we're going to take a look at are EBSCO database group. And we'll concentrate on our 4 main databases. The first one will be EBSCO Mass Ultra School Edition. This database is designed specifically for high school libraries. It contains full text for nearly 500 popular high school magazines, 360 full text reference books, and over 80,000 biographies. And it also includes over 100,000 images, maps, and color PDF files. Let's type in climate change. As you can see, your results list has over 23,000 articles. So we want to narrow that down a little bit, and we'll click on full text and peer review. Peer-reviewed articles are reviewed by a board of other scholars in the same field of study as the author. We're going to take a look at our first article. You have 2 selections, HTML full text and PDF full text. HTML full text is designed specifically for the internet. PDF full text are scanned copies of the actual article. As you can see, you have your full text article as well as a content page in case you don't want to view the full article. At the very bottom, you have your references cited. To your right, you have your different tools. You can print this article if you need to, or you can have it sent to your email or save it to your flash drive. You can also cite your article. EBSCO has it already formatted for you. So all you need to do is copy it. Our next site that we're going to take a look at is Newspaper Source. Newspaper Source provides cover-to-cover full text for more than 40 U.S. papers and also contains full text for over 389 regional U.S. papers, as well as international papers. In addition, they have full text television and radio news transcripts. Let's type in our example, COVID-19. On this one, you have over 50,000 articles pertaining to the subject. If we wanted to narrow it down, we could do full text, And we can also narrow it down by publication date if we needed to. And in this example, you also see we have video results. Our next selection will be EBSCO Discovery Service. Discovery Service brings together the most comprehensive collection of content, including superior indexing from top subject indexes. This also is good because it's compatible with our library's card catalog. Let's type in our example, Civil Rights Movement. As you can see, you have over 1,499,000 articles. That's a lot of articles, isn't it, on the Civil Rights Movement. Our results list includes various items. Let's take a look at Start Your Research, Civil Rights in the 1950s. You can listen to your article. You can use American accent, Australian accent, and British accent. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Civil rights movement in the 1950s. Full text. Related information. Bowling versus Sharp. Brown versus Board of Education. Commission on Civil Rights. Little Rock School Desegregation Crisis. School desegregation in the 1950s. Sweet versus Painter. The event national movement led by African Americans to extend full rights to all citizens, regardless of race or creed. Date mid.
So you can see, if you don't feel like reading everything, you can listen to it. The next database we're going to take a look at is Learning Express Library. This deals with college admissions and placement exams, examples, ACT, SAT, AP, academic skills improvements for fourth grade skills level through college, graduate school admissions, adult learning, GEDs, U.S. citizen test, career occupational certification exams, and also if you're interested in going into the military. Some of the product features is easy to use, it's responsive to mobile devices, and it has individualized study plans. So let's take a look at college admissions test preparation. We're going to prepare for the ACT test. And let's take a look at ACT English practice test. So what you can do at this point, you can actually begin your test once you create your username and password, and you can start the test. If you get to a point where you want to stop for a minute or need a break or whatever from your studying, you can just save that information and you should be able to go back to it. We will now take a look at Gale Database Group. The first one we'll take a look at is Gale in Context Biography. This is a biographical informational database which has notable people throughout history. You have people of interest that you can take a look at. And you also have a section that says Browse. This is broken down by various genres: actors, filmmakers, contemporary world leaders, scientists, social reformers, just to name a few. We're going to take a look at our person of interest, Patrice Cullors. As you can see, you have feature content, quick facts, and also a biography. And your biography gives you the full details of her life. At the end, you have further readings, which are online, and your source citation. We also can send it to Google Drive or OneDrive or your email. Let's go to our next section, contemporary authors. Contemporary authors has over 149,000 biographies, which include contact information, biographical, critical resources, and more. Let's type in James Patterson. As you can see, it gives us details about his personal information, his career, and the many awards and works that he has accomplished. That list is long on the books, isn't it? While we're still on the contemporary authors, we're going to do a customized search. A person search. I think we said female, Canadian, African American. And let's see what our search comes up with. That's a way to narrow your search down if you're looking for a particular person. This is the way to do it. Our next database that we'll take a look at is Gale Literature LitFinder. LitFinder provides access to literary works and authors throughout history and includes more than 130,000 full-text poems and 650 poetry citations, as well as short stories, speeches, and plays. I'm going to give Shion the first line of a particular poem. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. And our search comes up with Phenomenal Women by Maya Angelou. It gives you the title, when it was published, the genre, the author's name, the occupation, and also the full text of the author. And as you can see, it's highlighted in red, that very first line that I just said. As well, it gives you citation. And this can also be sent to your email. We will now take a look at Gale in context, opposing viewpoints. Opposing Viewpoints is the online resource covering today's hottest social issues, from capital punishment to immigration to abortion. We will now take a look at Black Lives Matter. As you can see, you have 10 viewpoints on the subject. You also have a primary source, references, and magazine articles. You have 23 images and over 3,000 news articles. Let's take a look at the very first one under the viewpoints section. This one gives you the commentary and also the article itself. Over to your right, you notice you have other related subjects. You also have your citations at the end. And if you scroll to the very bottom, you have more like this that deal with that subject matter. Our last database that we'll take a look at is National Geographic. National Geographic is a virtual library of all of the magazines. When did National Geographic start? 1888. So that means you have magazines starting from 1888 to the present. Let's take a look at the very first magazine. That's pretty neat, isn't it? But it's just nice to know that they do have it online, that you can view it. At the end, you have your source citation, as well as related subjects. Let's go to Browse Magazines. And we're going to take a look at the very first magazine that had pictures on the cover. And that would be in July of 1959. We're just going to take a look at a few of the pages inside the magazine. Maybe you're doing a timeline and you need information about certain eras or certain years within the United States or around the world. This would be a good place to go to find pictures that you can actually print out and make a collage if necessary, or, like I said, a timeline. Now you can expand your page, make it larger so you can see the wording or the pictures. And again, you can print this information if necessary, or email it. And your citation is at the bottom. These are just a few of the examples of the vast array of resources that are located on our library's website.
Thanks for watching our 3rd through 5th grader online Back to School Boot Camp 2020 with Julia Hampton Morgan Memorial Library.